to do business in our city, yet treat the neighbors this way. It's not okay.
Stay in the house.
Following a Coin 6 News investigation into the cannabis company caught up in controversy and their ties to politicians.
I broke your trust, and that was wrong. And I am truly sorry.
As the Secretary of State Shemia Fagan steps down.
Oh no, oh no.
Coin 6 captures the Mota owner's reaction in real time.
It has been a week filled with breaking news, and we've brought you those developments every step of the way.
Our Coin 6 investigator Elise Haas has been investigating a cannabis company called Mota since February. And last week, Elise's reporting showed how the owners of the company let a house in the Hazelwood neighborhood just fall into disrepair, resulting in a wave of illegal activity and questionable connections to the Secretary of State, Shemia Fagan, which ultimately led to her resignation. Tonight, Mota's owners responding to allegations against them.
Elise has the exclusive interview you'll see only on Coin 6. Elise?
So in recent weeks, the company has been criticized for its business practices, tax liens, and litigation. So I wanted to hear an explanation directly from them. The owners of Mota Cannabis Company, Rosa Cazares and her partner Aaron Mitchell, have opened more than 30 dispensaries across Oregon, as well as wholesaling operations, processing facilities, and multiple farms.
It looks like they're multimillionaires, and they just have a lot of money, and this is how they treat the neighborhoods they own.
Upset neighbors who live next door to Mota's derelict property in the Hazelwood neighborhood have been terrorized by squatters and illegal activity for years. What was your reaction to seeing my story last week?
We felt terrible for the neighbors and how long this has taken, and we are working as hard as we can to address all their concerns and issues, and as soon as we are issued the demolition permit, we will demolish the structure and begin construction for a new Mota retail location, but we sympathize.
Rosa Cazares says they plan to demolish this house once the city of Portland approves their permit. They applied for the permit within the last 30 days, and they expect to move forward within a week or two. And then what has taken so long? You know, it's been 3 years to get the squatter situation and the nuisance violations under control.
So we purchased this property already it was already burnt down, and we secured the structure, and then the pandemic hit. So that really affected the response time, and we've worked so hard to continuously clean up the property. And I think just during the pandemic, it was a little out of control with everything going on in Portland, even as being property owners, that we aren't able to remove people from our own properties. And clearly, you know, you live in Portland, this is a bigger issue.
And then also, people have criticized you for millions of dollars in tax liens to the IRS and state of Oregon. Do you want to share your side of that story?
Oh, absolutely. One thing about us and our taxes, Mota has contributed over $35 million in taxes in the last 7 years.
I feel very proud of the amount of taxes that I pay here to Oregon to provide roads and schools, and I think doing what we do, collecting all this tax from all over the place, gets overlooked, that it's very easy, and it's an all-cash business, so it's difficult to collect all that from all over Oregon.
Mitchell admits that sometimes they're late paying their taxes, but he says it's due to their complex tax situation, which requires high security measures and physically having to drive large amounts of cash to the Department of Revenue in Salem. However, the Oregon Department of Revenue tells us they accept other forms of payment. Last year, the majority of cannabis companies paid their taxes by check. Cazares also says they fell behind on taxes during the pandemic because access to government offices was limited. The Salem office reopened to walk-in services in July 2021. Since the IRS and Department of Revenue have fully reopened, the couple says they've been working to get back on track with their payments. Coin 6 checked to see if Mota was an outlier with their tax troubles. We found that other major marijuana companies in Oregon also have numerous tax liens. And so at this point, do you know how much is outstanding in tax liens, or has it all been taken care of?
In Oregon, we are, I think, a little less than $500,000 is owed, but all of our marijuana taxes are current.
Together, Mitchell, Cazares, and their cannabis company have been hit with a couple dozen lawsuits since 2015. Collectively, other cannabis companies, former employees, landlords, and even the city of Portland have taken them to court, claiming more than $1.7 million in unpaid bills. Cazares says she can't speak specifics on pending litigation.
Cannabis is new. It's still at its infancies, and I think it's very common in the industry as we're all learning and navigating through a really intense industry that's ever evolving, ever changing. But I think that we are doing our best to resolve every issue.
Privately, the couple lived and through political parties in this luxury home in Portland's West Hills. Yet litigation shows the couple was renting the furnished home for $20,000 a month. While they no longer live there, the landlord is currently suing Cazares and Mitchell for more than $265,000 in unpaid rent.
So we rented the home and we were wanting to purchase the home. The home had major defects.
He just refused to fix it. So we couldn't buy it and we had to move.
Their countersuit reveals Mitchell and Cazares invoked their right to withhold rent, alleging water intrusion and mold issues. During the same time span, Cazares, Mitchell, and their company Mota collectively made generous political donations to Oregon Democrats during campaign season, including thousands of dollars to Governor Tina Kotek, Secretary of State Shemia Fagan, then Labor Commissioner Val Hoyle, current Labor Commissioner Christina Stephenson, Multnomah County District Attorney Mike Schmidt, and Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega Peterson. All of these leaders have some responsibility for regulating the cannabis industry.
And I'll be the first to say that it is not a crime to donate to politicians, nor is it unusual for a company like yourself to do so. But the reason that I am asking this is because when I started reporting on this, just the timeline of events and then the optics of it didn't fully track for me. How is it that when campaign season comes around, then flush with cash and able to give?
And as our political donations, we're a large company, and we feel it's important, especially in a new emerging industry. And seems, like you mentioned, it's a common practice for us to be able to have access to, can I reword that?
Thousands of companies.
Let's see. Sorry. Sorry. I lost my thought right there.
Thousands of companies in Oregon contribute to politics. We don't understand why, as cannabis operators, we're being scrutinized.
As the interview went on, Cazares shared her disappointment about the fallout from these controversies.
I'm a mom of a 5-year-old, and I made a lot of sacrifices because I really wanted, when you come from nothing and you're given an opportunity, I felt as a Latina, as an immigrant, it was my job to pass that on.
As a first-generation entrepreneur and CEO at 34 years old, she says she's still growing.
For me, what I want to take from this is a learning experience to be better, to be a better person and to learn.
As for Beth and Jacob Adams, the couple who lives next to the problem property in the Hazelwood neighborhood,
I hope that we're the last person that this happens to when it comes to marijuana dispensaries. Because it's not okay to be traumatized right next to where you sleep.
After all these years, the Adams hope that Mitchell and Cazares can remember the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. All of the politicians named in this report have given their campaign donations from Mota to charity. Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega Peterson even donated her portion to the Hazelwood Neighborhood Association because of the issues that are reported on at that abandoned house.
Okay, you've really followed this issue all the way through, even as facts and circumstances started to change.
Yes, and I'm also going to continue to do so, follow the permitting process for that abandoned house and the demolition of that squatter house as well.
Thanks, Elise.
Great work, Elise.